The Rolling Stones are an English rock band formed in London in 1962. The first stable lineup consisted of Brian Jones guitar, harmonica, Mick Jagger lead vocals, Keith Richards guitar, backing vocals, Bill Wyman bass, Charlie Watts drums, and Ian Stewart piano. Stewart was removed from the official lineup in 1963, but continued as a touring member until his death in 1985. Jones left the band less than a month prior to his death in 1969, having already been replaced by Mick Taylor, who remained until 1974. After Taylor left the band, Ronnie Wood took his place in 1975, and has been on guitar in tandem with Richards ever since. Following Wyman's departure in 1993, Darryl Jones joined as their touring bassist. Touring keyboardists for the band have been Nicky Hopkins 1967, 1982, Ian McLagan 1978, 1981, Billy Preston through the mid-1970s and Chuck Leavell 1982 present. The band was first led by Brian Jones, but after teaming as the band's songwriters, Jagger and Richards assumed leadership, while Jones dealt with legal and personal troubles. The Rolling Stones were at the forefront of the British invasion of bands that became popular in the US in 1964, and identified with the youthful and rebellious counterculture of the 1960s. Rooted in blues and early rock and roll, the group began a short period of musical experimentation in the mid-1960s that peaked with the psychedelic album Their Satanic Majesty's Request 1967. Subsequently, the group returned to its bluesy roots with Beggar's Banquet 1968, which along with its follow-ups Let It Bleed 1969, Sticky Fingers 1971 and Exile on Main Street 1972 is generally considered to be the band's best work, and is seen as their golden age. During this period, they were first introduced on stage as the world's greatest rock and roll band. 2 musicologist Robert Palmer attributed the endurance of the Rolling Stones to their being rooted in traditional verities, in rhythm and blues and soul music, while more ephemeral pop fashions have come and gone. 3. The band continued to release commercially successful albums, including Some Girls 1978 and To You 1981. Which were their most popular albums worldwide. From 1983 to 1987, tensions between Jagger and Richards almost caused the band to split. However, they managed to patch up their friendship, after they separated temporarily, to work on solo projects, and experienced a comeback with Steel Wheels 1989, which was followed by a large stadium and arena tour. Since the 1990s, new recorded material from the group has been less well received and less frequent. Despite this, the Rolling Stones have continued to be a huge attraction on the live circuit, with stadium tours in the 1990s and 2000s. By 2007, the band had 4 of the top 5 highest grossing concert tours of all time: Voodoo Lounge Tour 1994, 1995. Bridges to Babylon Tour 1997, 1998, Licks Tour 2002, 2003 and A Bigger Bang Tour 2005, 2007, 4. The Rolling Stones were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1989 and the UK Music Hall of Fame in 2004. Rolling Stone magazine ranked them 4th on the 100 Greatest Artists of All Time list, and their estimated album sales are above 250 million. They have released 30 studio albums, 18 live albums and numerous compilations. Let It Bleed 1969 was their first of 5 consecutive #1 studio and live albums in the UK. Sticky Fingers 1971 was the first of 8 consecutive #1 studio albums in the US. In 2008, the band ranked 10th on the Billboard Hot 100 All-Time Top Artists chart. In 2012, the band celebrated its 50th anniversary,